Hello and welcome back everyone, this is Allura SC back at you with another Fortnite update video. In today's video, we will be covering several points. First and foremost, we'll be doing things like the build updates. We're also going to be doing things like build limit saving tricks, as well as your questions and answers, comments and feedback. So for those of you who have been posting all of your points, having discussions in the descriptions, if you're coming by the Twitch channel or using our Discord, I've gone ahead and picked out a couple of key things that you guys are talking about and addressing it in this particular video as well. Some of the things that I want to cover are going to be things like lobber shields, impromptu lobber shields, build limits, having excess build limits, as well as using things like your jump pads, things like also your tornadoes and stuff like that. Alright. So that guys, let me just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay. So as we can see right here, we are on once again the home base amplifier. And over here, you notice that since our last updated home base amplifier, we haven't really changed it very much. We're still currently using this stair setup right here. So for some of you guys who might be asking me this question, Allura, how do you deal with the later waves, leaving this entire wide open? Aren't you susceptible to flingers and lobbers? So yes, you guys are right. You will be susceptible to flingers and lobbers if you don't do anything. So part of the reason why I would first and foremost give my first tip is that while doing endurance mode, I would highly recommend for you guys to be keeping excess build limit. Anywhere between 12 to 15 plus pieces is what I would think to be a very comfortable amount of build limits left over. So very quickly, we go ahead and show you guys, if you get hit on the wave 15 or wave 20 plus, and this area down here starts to get littered with lobbers and flingers, before that can happen, once you get this, basically, if you get this amplifier on any wave that is not wave 1, what you really want to do is immediately throw down those two stairs right there that you can see. We're going to slap down some of these additional floor pieces right here, okay? Extending them outwards, extending them outwards, extending them outwards, right up to about here maybe. And this should be sufficient. This honestly should be sufficient. I think we've used maybe about 12 to 14 tiles. I can't really remember exactly how many. But if you see right here, just by placing this bunch of little wooden floor pieces right here, your flingers and lobbers are no longer going to give you an issue. So this was exactly what I was doing on, I think, wave 15, where there was a Krampus wave, as well as on wave 29. I was also having one of these waves as well, and using this particular setup, there was wave 29, sorry, I think it was one of the later waves, wave 20 plus, not 29. 29 was Amplifier C, I must have mixed up. But anyway, either way, this particular wave down here can be hit on some of the later waves, so wave 20 plus, wave 15 plus as well, and you really just want to slap on this very quick lobber shield if you get hit there, and once you're done with it, you can simply go ahead and edit out these pieces right here, edit out, and then straight away come through here, punch this there, and then you are done. All of your build limit is going to be retrieved, and you're going to be able to move on to the next amplifier and be fine and dandy. Now, as always guys, these are all options for you. I don't say that you need to do this build because it's the best build. No. Okay, if you guys prefer to use the previous build, where you don't really have to do anything at all, you can actually AFK. This build is not so good for AFKing. Because if you get wave 15 over here and you're AFK, you're going to be, you're basically going to lose. You're essentially going to lose. However, with the other build, you're going to be less likely to lose because you do have the lobber shields in place already. Alright, anyway, let me just go ahead and move on to the next portion right here. So we do have ourselves Amplifier C, or the Valley Amplifier right there. Okay. And what exactly have we changed over here? You guys might notice that there's a whole lot of stuff missing. It might be, Allura, what happened to your base? You just, it's like a typhoon ran through it, and just completely stripped it apart. What happened? So like I was mentioning, build limit saving tricks. Okay, so on Valley Amplifier, what essentially happens is that you don't really see any action on this upper floor over here up until deep into wave 20 something. Yeah, with how we were doing it as a 4-man group previously, essentially only when the husk hit power level 300 with wave 20 plus did the very first smasher set foot up here on this particular ramp. So by virtue of that, I was thinking to myself, hey, with all of the other amplifiers, if you can actually make it stronger and make it even more consistent, why not just remove this particular area right here? All of these floor launchers, for me, I'm using tar pits, but for you guys, you can actually use a lot of floor launchers as well. You can also keep that particular floor launcher system, by the way. I would really love to be able to put that back, but as of right now, because we're still doing our no floor launcher challenge solo, I am unable to do so, but I would definitely preserve this floor launcher right here to be sending them back into the rotational system over there. But either way, guys, I went ahead and cut out a lot of the so-called excess build over here, and that's going to be able to save you guys a lot of build limit as well. Okay, so build limit saving tricks, guys, and if you're getting past to like wave 20 something already, and then that amplifier is being hit again, they can go ahead and rig it up with your 5 times floor launchers. Just rig up the entire floor area right there in front of the amplifier, just rig it up with floor launchers, and then you are good to go. Okay, so I would also like to highlight as well on this Valley amplifier, I will be posting another update video. There is a very interesting loop build that I want to try. So shortly after the recording of this video, we're going to go live on the stream, and we're going to test out that particular build. Thing to want to credit Sly Fox for that. He was showing me this very interesting idea. So guys, if you are also wondering, yes, Alora's base is always going to be ever changing. Yeah, and part of the reason for that is because we always want to try and find chase after that most ideal build, and by doing so, you always have to find ways to either chase down new ideas or to refurnish old ones. So either way, let me just go ahead and get started as well. This is also going to be falling under the build limit saving tricks tips, right? So one of the first things I want to highlight to you guys is that on wave 4, there is going to be a tornado that is going to be ripping through your base over here. And I would like to highlight that we do in fact have these tiles being hit. This tile over here, this tile over there, as well as the gas trap up above. And that's the reason why I've gone ahead and removed them, so that you can replace them after wave 4. So that's 3 tiles you can save right there. Okay, moving on to the other side as well, still talking about the tornado. The tornado also has a frequent habit of hitting these areas right here. So this tile here, this tile here, the tile above, as well as that particular tile right there in front of that wall launcher. Okay, so do take note of these spots. The tornado has a high frequency of hitting these areas here, so you generally want to replace the traps after wave 4 is done. Okay, moving on to the next section as well, still on the tornado. So in our previous update video of the South Amplifier, I went ahead and rigged this entire area up with traps. You might notice I've gone ahead and punched them out now because I want to show you guys, exactly where the tornado tends to hit. So this little 2x2 area right here, as well as up above some of these gas traps over here, the tornado will strip through it and is going to remove a lot of all these traps. This is essentially 6 build limits that you can actually free yourself up of, because they don't actually do anything, because the tornado just comes through and it just gets rid of it. So that's going to be additional building tiles saved for now, at least. Okay, so as we move through this funnel system over here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys this particular portion over here also has a little bit of scuffage. So right on this tile, as well as up there on that tile as well, you will have a tendency to see those tiles getting removed. So point of reference wise, this is going to be right next to the to where the base is usually placed. And this is also at the entrance of where we have our cave. Yeah, the entrance of the cave right here, this tile over here tends to have some issues. Alright, so one other thing that I would also like to address as well, I think someone was also mentioning in the comment section about how there is going to be a spawn right here sometimes. And what I will say is that if there happens to be a spawn on this spot over here, then you know it's just going to be so be it, right? Because if you don't get the spawn over here, they're just going to be spawning in on the regular side over there, and it's going to be walking all the way up. If they do choose to spawn over here, they will break this tile and they'll free up building pieces for you anyway. So if you guys want to leave it open, that's up to you. I'm just going to bank on the fact that it might give us significant value on some of the waves, you know, before you maybe get an unfortunate spawn over here. Okay. Now, what else do I want to touch on? Build limit saving, build update. Yes, this area here. So I have this area here that I'd like to share with you guys. This was actually being changed just about an hour ago. Just about an hour ago, I was getting messages, you know, and a very interesting thing was being shown to me, and I was like, yes, this definitely makes the funnel so much better, you know, and I would love to have that updated in the build video. So here it is to you guys, fresh out of the oven. Okay, so as we can see right here, this is where we have our Sulfur Spawn. This area here is going to be unchanged. However, as we are moving up the ramp over here, you'll notice that there's some changes going on. First and foremost, this area here, this wall here is supposed to be, or previously was actually a little windowed wall. However, we're going to hit and changed it into a column. And the reason for this is because even though we are preserving this so-called little timeout room over here, we've gone ahead and opened it up. So I'd like to thank Underwater Smurf for this particular suggestion in the Discord. There was a little posting over there, and he was updating me about this. So this is really, really cool, and I wanted to incorporate it into the build. So with how this wall launcher is being set up, he's also sent me some of the screenshots as well of how, even though this wall launcher behind me is going to be a 3x wall launcher, it is actually sufficient to be sending smashes right to the very edge, teetering or sending them off immediately. If they do teeter over here, they will stagger and fall down, and if they don't, you know, if they get caught on the edge as well, this wall launcher is able to kick them off. But either way, if you guys want some added surety, you can always turn this wall launcher into a 4 impact wall launcher instead, and that's going to give you the extra oomph that you need to ensure that every single husk that gets pooped by that particular wall launcher is getting sent into this hole. And you might be wondering, Alua, where did this hole come from? You know, I do believe there was a gas trap over here, and you would be right, there was a gas trap over there. However, to make this build, you know, work really, really well, you want to make sure to remove this gas trap right here. So if we look at this from the point of reference, this is going to be the entrance. One tile towards the entrance's right, that's where you want to remove that gas trap up there and make an open hole. So you're able to send smashers, huskies, anything really, down this hole over here and reset them. And then this wall launcher is going to go off, and it's going to be able to send them all the way back. It's a very, very nice little loop going on over here. So very, very cool. And in the off chance that you have maybe a couple of husks that manage to misfire, or they get clipped on the side over here, you know, they just don't end up down below. This is the reason why you have your retractables, you have your additional wall launchers over here, wall launcher over here, and a tar pit over here for the ones that do somehow manage to get caught on this upper edge over here. And what you want to do is to send them all the way backwards to whence they came, onto that ramp site over there. I also like to point out that we've gone ahead and put a wall over here as well. There's a wall over here as well. Previously there wasn't a wall over here, but now you kind of want this wall over here so that that wall launcher over there doesn't just bounce it off onto that edge and then getting you guys some big issues, yeah, with the lobbers and flingers ending up over there. Alright, so I think this basically covers it for build updates. I think there was also a comment from one of you guys, you know, asking me, not one of you guys, but a couple of you guys actually, I think, was actually asking me about the positioning of these what do you call that, jump pads. Okay, so I may not necessarily have the most efficient system. This is what we have right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I have, at least the ones that I feel are more essential or key in the build. Okay, so we're going to start off first and foremost on the home amplifier. This is where we usually begin. So after we are done with the home amplifier, we are usually going to go to amplifier C. Now, how are we going to get to amplifier C? As we head over to this corner right here, this is where I like to place a jump pad right here. And we use the jump pad right here. Where are we going? Oh crap, oh I just hit it, I'm sorry. I accidentally jumped over there. So I'm going to hit and place one easy jump pad over here to be able to accelerate our progress straight towards amplifier C over here. Our second jump pad is also going to be right from here, and this is going to enable us to go ahead and very quickly head over to where we need to place our base, and we can dump our base right there very quickly. Okay, so other than that, what other jump pads do we also have? Alright, so from this point over here, after we're done with amplifier C, you know, we usually need to go back because our next amplifier is actually going to be so-called the devil amplifier. So how exactly are we going to travel that particular route? We're actually going to be heading back over here. Alright, we're actually going to be heading back over here, and up here we actually do have another jump pad right here. This jump pad over here is actually going to be able to get you the distance that you need to get to this point over here. This is where you have the blank amplifier. Nothing ever comes here. Okay, and depending on where you're getting the attack from, if you're getting the attack from the east side of the devil amp, you can always just take this jump pad over here, pew, and then you're going to be able to place your base very quickly as you head over to this edge over here and dump it over there. However, if you choose, if they are choosing a different amplifier to be shooting at, then what you want to do is to go ahead and jump across to this other side over here. You can go ahead and jump across to this other side over here. You can be ending up over here instead, and depending on where you need to be, you can go ahead and put your base wherever you need it to be going, right? Over there or over there by the devil north. Okay, anyway, other than that, once you are going to be done with this third amplifier, the devil amplifier, you're going to be needing to head back. You're going to be needing to head back to the southeast amplifier or the beach amplifier. Now, for this particular one, I would highly recommend putting this floor jump pad over here, and to be using your hoverboard equipped. And why do I say you need to equip your hoverboard? Because you can do this. Okay, you can basically do that, and you're going to be able to accelerate your progress really quickly towards the what do you call that, the beach amplifier. See right there, go ahead, up over, and then you are going to be at amplifier D already. Either you have to drop your base over there, or you can go ahead and drop your base over here, right? And then you're good to go. Okay, so after this, yeah, we are going to be having some additional jump pads as well. So now I think after this fourth wave as well, I think the next wave is going to be a random wave, so you don't know where it's going to be coming from. And after that, we have hill as well, which is going to be covered in the next video. But either way, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight to you guys, you know, maybe a very quickly, a brief little run by, you know, of how some of the jump pads are actually being put. So apart from that valley portion over there, I do in fact have another jump pad over here. This is where the lava amplifier is. I have it conveniently located, so I can actually dump a base right here for a valley amplifier. And there's a quick look at how it looks like right now. That's how it looks like. And this all along here used to be floor launchers, but I'm going ahead and rigged it up with something else other than floor launchers because I can't use them right now as part of the challenge. Okay, quick a little look over there. That's also where we have the hill amplifier. Now we're going to hit and don't have to place any of the jump pads down below over here. And part of the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, we have the so-called little spouts, these water spouts over here, which are going to be able to take you up above over there. Similarly, on that side over there, there's also a water spout, and you can also get up there really easily. Now, I'd like to also point out to you guys, this is a little trick that I learned from Road. You guys might have seen me mentioning him a couple of times before. There's this little cool little trick over here that you can actually do, so watch this. Now that's fancy. That's fancy. You can actually get from the bottom of a lava pit over there right to this spot over here if you get a C amplifier, or if you actually need to head over to the other southeast beach amplifier as well. So that's actually really cool. However, I think that there is actually going to be a lava rock that falls somewhere about there as well. So I would highly recommend you guys to do this, you know, on the fly. Yeah, the lava rock will usually punch over there. Unless you manage to shift it, then it's fine. Alright, so over here we do have a little jump pad over here. Not jump pad, sorry. The spout over here lands you somewhere about here. And I've gone ahead and placed a jump pad right about here on this cliff's edge. And this is going to allow us to fly all the way up here. Okay, and it's going to allow us to connect up towards that side over there. Or if not, we can also connect ourselves all the way up here as well. So let me just go ahead and show you guys exactly where we have this. So this is one corner over here, a jump pad. We have a jump pad over there. And with how we are also doing it on this side over here, we also have a jump pad over there as well from when we are recovering from the geyser. Okay, over here we do have a makeshift jump pad. Well, this is just an upturned cone so that players can actually just very quickly jump back up here if they happen to fall down. Alright. So other than that, anything else jump pads wise? Yes, we do actually have one. So let me go ahead and show you guys this particular portion right here. Okay, so this portion right here is usually when you are coming from this side over here. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so sometimes you're actually going to be traveling, you know, and you need to travel to either H or you need to travel to Amplifier F. You're going to either hill or you're going to bridge. Okay, and by virtue of that, you know, you are going to be traveling somewhere about here. You may be coming from anywhere from like the Devil Amplifier, or you might be coming from the home base. Okay, either way, you're going to be wanting to come through this corner right here. Okay, going to be jumping down over here, and then as you come towards this portion over here, you then need to decide where do you want to go. This little jump pad over here is to facilitate easy jumping across to the bridge amplifier, and on this side over here, this is going to be able to facilitate, you know, your ease of heading over to the hillside amplifier with these jump pads right here. Okay. So with that, guys, I think that basically covers most of the jump pads that I have around. Yeah, I'll be able to showcase you guys the rest of the build, this hillside amplifier as well in the next video. So yeah, I really need to get streaming already. I'm actually really late. So yep, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, guys, please do feel free to leave more of your comments in the descriptions down below, in the comment section down below. Do check out the descriptions for more videos, and yeah, look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Alright, take care guys, and bye bye now.